Today on Other People's Airplanes, we bring you tiny cameras. Welcome to Other People's Airplanes, the show where we bring you into the cockpit and along for the ride whenever we do awesome aviation-related stuff. I'm your host, David Allen. Now, when I fly in the cockpit, I mount exclusively the GoPro HERO camera. They are fantastic. And just recently, they upgraded their line of cameras yet again. I'm using all GoPro HERO 1s and 2s, but they just recently upgraded the new GoPro HERO 3. And this particular one is the black version, and it is incredible. This camera will shoot up to 4K, which is 4 times as many lines and about 16 times the quality of your high-definition television set. Now, at 4K, it'll only do 12 frames a second. But if you bring it down to 2K, which is still 4 times the quality of your home television set, it'll still do 30 frames a second. And the camera only costs $400. Amazing that you can get that kind of quality out of such an inexpensive camera. Now, this is not an everyday camera. This is not something that I would use to shoot this kind of an episode. But when I'm in the cockpit, this is the way to go. And they call them the world's most versatile cameras, and I believe them. You can also bring this thing down to 1080p, which is what I would normally shoot at. It'll do 30 frames a second, which is typical for us. It'll also do 60 frames per second at that resolution. So you can get some really great slow motion video. And if you want to bring it down to 720p, it'll do a mind-blowing 120 frames per second. It'll also do things like a 30 frame per second burst of 12 megapixel photos. It'll do time lapse. It's waterproof, which I don't use, but they've got the new flat panel on the front of it, the flat glass, so that makes it really great for underwater shooting. But again, I'm more interested for it in the cockpit. Now, this particular camera does still suffer from the problems with the prop artifacting. There are other manufacturers that have made modifications to the case which will take care of that problem, but here's the great news. I've actually just been speaking with Dean here, and he is now aware of this problem. He's going to be taking that particular issue back to the manufacturers and back to the engineers of the GoPro HERO 3 to check out what they can do to fix it, because if you can't use it in the cockpit, you know, it makes it a little struggle. But this is by far the best camera for using in-flight video footage. And it also, the black version also comes with the Wi-Fi built-in and a Wi-Fi remote. So think of it. You've got 5 cameras mounted on your airplane, a single Wi-Fi remote. You can start them all at the same time and don't have to synchronize anything in post. This baby is the way to go for in-cockpit video footage. It is amazing. So that's it for this episode of Other People's Airplanes. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep up with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Here's the link right here. And also, make sure you give us a like on our Facebook page at this link right here. We're super glad to have you guys as an audience, and we're just going to keep bringing you lots more footage from AirVenture Oshkosh all week long. Thanks. Bye-bye.